Hello and good Sunday evening, everybody. My name is Kevin, the Philosopher Poss, and I am joined by Papa Jacob E. West. How are you, buddy?
I am doing fantastic. This is also the first time I noticed on your picture at the very beginning. It says featuring me. I'm on there. I made the cut. So that made me happy.
Of course, you make the cut because this is a really special edition of TMGeek. We have a really special tournament matchup. We are our second matchup into the tournament. We have the number 5 seed versus the number 12 seed. Two players that I didn't think would be playing each other. Obviously, one for one reason and one for another reason. So let's get to talking about that. So let's go into the number 12 seed, Noah McLovin McCausland. He is 1-1, one TKO. He TKO'd Sean the porcelain plate. He's a fan favorite. So Noah is a good player, but everybody was kind of like, will he or won't he get into the tournament? And he did make his way in, 12 seed. So, he knew he was going to have to do some work. And so he's going up against, though, 5 seed. It was supposed to be Alex Martinez Coronado, and it got changed at the last minute to Jay Burnz. What are your thoughts, Papa West?
You say it was changed at the last minute. It was more of a hostile takeover. He literally popped out of nowhere. But he was very nice enough to throw up the TMGeek logo. So it wasn't like, hey, I just popped up randomly. And so it made us a little confused. But yeah, no one was expecting this match to happen until you announced it. I am very excited for both of these gentlemen to step into this TM Geek tournament match.
Absolutely. We welcome Jay to TMGeek. He is a awesome geek player from Full Metal Geek. We've seen him in Jack of All Trivia. He's a champion from all kinds of all the other fan leagues. And that, also I want to thank him for helping test out some of the questions for the Geek for All. So that was that was kind of my initiation for bringing him in. But Alex did kind of take over that my my bracket predictions or my bracket
Announcements.
announcement.
Breakdown.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not my bracket announcement, and just kind of put him in himself. So let's go ahead and bring them in, and let's see what they have to say, and we'll see what they have to say to the world. So for the world, we have the number 5 seeded debut making Jay the Arsonist Burnz with his manager AMC. How are you, fellas?
Go ahead.
Oh my God. Next time I got to do a take over the intro of the show. My goodness. That went on and on and on. Got to get out of here. 40 minutes is the
3
average.
minutes.
Can't believe it.
3 minutes.
Can't believe it. We're doing great. This is going to be a really interesting matchup. Jay Burnz. People, let me tell you about my best friend, Jay Burnz. You're right. He has been everywhere, played everyone. Now it's just one more league. It's incredible, though, right? An amazing achievement to be the number 5 ranked contender and have not yet played a match in this division. Congratulations, Jay. You are one of a kind. You are the fantastic beast that for some reason Noah seems to be afraid of. I like Noah a lot. I really do. We've had him over at Ontal. Every time I look at him, I just think, man, that's the kid that asked for Sunny Delight in the 90s. He 100% looks like the kid that asked for Sunny Delight. So if he could just say purple stuff at some point in his promo, I think that would really make a young boy's dream come true. That young boy being me.
Oh,
TikTok though, right?
TikTok, indeed. I wasted way too much time in that intro. I'm very sorry. All right, so too many beers. I will drop you guys to the back, and we'll bring forth McLovin himself, 1-1 with 1 TKO. He is Noah McLovin McCausland. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, and if Alex wants to talk about a long intro, he should go back to your bracket breakdown and see how long that took him to speak. So, but however, I do look like the kid from Home Alone whose name is escaping me right now. I can't remember what his name is, but it's the
Kevin McCallister,
the actual actor, the one who used to be like a meth head or whatever. But,
Macaulay Culkin.
yeah. I'll just
TMG singles and teams, everybody.
I'm sitting here pointing to myself, and then he says that. That's great. I'm sorry. Anyway, keep going, Noah.
I just want to keep it brief and say I'm excited. I was definitely nervous since I was at first going up against Alex, but I knew that probably was a good match because the kind of banter that we have between each other. But this should be interesting, and I'm excited to play. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited to have you. Papa West, do you have anything for Noah?
Yeah, Noah, what is it about the metallic taste of Sunny Delight that just really makes you happy?
I'm not
'Cause
saying.
I hate that stuff. Okay.
I'm not saying.
Okay.
I did. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. All right, we're just gonna bring in Jay the arsonist Burnz, and we're gonna get some rules out of the way, and we're gonna get this thing started. Get this party started. All right, 30 points possible plus 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Please keep your hands on screen and your boards. 1 verbal will be given if necessary. Speak loudly and write legibly on your board. Round by round breakdown. Your round 1 will be a points possible 10 plus a perfect round bonus opportunity if you get a 10 out of 10. Round 2, you can get 10 points possible plus any steal opportunities. And round 3, you can only get 10 points. So go ahead and get yourself ready out of those round 1 and round 2. But I'll go ahead and read you your round 1 since we're going into round 1. 10 random geek questions will be alternated by Papa West and myself. Each question will be worth 1 point. No points taken away. A perfect round, 10 out of 10, like I said, will trigger a bonus question, which will be worth 1 point. Please remember to keep your hands on screen, and 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor throughout the entire match. Does anybody have any questions before we get started?
Ready to go?
All right, looks like everybody's ready. And as always, I will read the even numbered questions. I will read the odd number questions. So I will wish our competitors best of luck. Best of luck. And I'll pass it over to Papa West for question number 1.
And since I'm an old man, I will have my phone really close to my face. Question number 1, gentlemen, comes in the category of Star Trek. In Into Darkness, what is the name of the oversized Starfleet ship, much larger than the Enterprise, that is commanded by Admiral Marcus? Star Trek, of course, the not as good franchise that happens in the stars. Kevin, I will say you did pick an actual watchable movie for this question.
I did.
It's not great, but it's watchable.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Gonna start off with the Fire Guy.
The Vengeance.
And Noah.
Not a great start for me. Totally blanked.
All right, we were looking for the USS Vengeance. Jay, that is an acceptable answer.
Okay.
As the score was updated before I could say anything. I would have said the same thing, though. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. All right. So Jay takes an early 1-0 lead. A lot of game left to play. As we move to the other side of the galaxy for Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. What is the name of the creature that Saw Gerrera uses to torture Bodhi Rook in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story?
Personal bonus points in my book if you do the voice. Unfortunately, it's just like whose line is it anyways? The points do not matter,
I was just gonna
but they
say-
matter to me.
I was just thinking if you could do a good voice, that's always always a good sign. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with McLovin.
It's a little hard to tell with his accent. I think it's Borgully.
Ooh, and at Jay.
Borgullet!
What's the
Borgullet!
T? I
I'm
should
gonna
have
have
known.
to take Jay's answer. Borgullet. Borgullet.
And the 5 bonus points in my book for doing the voice. Question number 3 comes in the category of DC. Who plays Arthur's neighbor Sophie in Joker? And I believe it is the same person in both the actual timeline and the make-believe timeline. What's the difference? I do not know.
Hair.
There. I know in one she likes him, and in the other one she thinks he's creepy. That's the only thing that I know of too. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
I'm gonna start off with Jay
Zazie Beats.
and Noah.
Zazie Beats.
Both getting it correct. It is Zazie Beats.
All right, no on the board that time after a close call with question number 2. So we have a 3-1 game as we move on to question number 4, which is Wizarding World. In the Sorcerer's/Philosopher's Stone, why does Hagrid refuse to write down Voldemort's name for Harry when he asks him to? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll go to Noah.
I really hope you can take this. He can't write.
Ooh, and Jake.
He can't spell it.
He cannot spell it is correct.
All right, moving on to question number 5, which comes in the category of Marvel films. In Spider-Man, how much money does Peter Parker actually get paid for the wrestling match because he pinned Bonesaw in 2 minutes instead of 3? Hey, Kevin. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Oh, yeah.
Bonesaw is ready.
I was going to say, somebody has to say it. 5,
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Starting off with Jay.
I have $100. $100.
And Noah.
It's a bad day for me. 2000.
I don't know if we can accept Jay's because the dollar sign is on the wrong side of the $100, but I'm feeling nice. It is $100. It would have made sense for it to be $2,000, but the guy didn't make sense, and that's why he got robbed later on.
This is true. This is true.
Not his problem.
Not my problem. All right, going to question number 6, just over the halfway point in round number 1. Jay Burnz still rocking a perfect round. Question number 6 is in the mixed bag, dipping into the mixed bag. In Sin City, what is the name of the creepy person that severs women's heads and places them as trophies on his wall?
I guess that's a good icebreaker. Have someone over. What's up with all these heads on your walls?
I mean,
There's a story. People have stories.
good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. we will start with McLovin.
Ripper. Which I know it's not right.
And Jay.
I said his name was Patrick.
His name is Kevin.
Ah! I knew it was something dumb.
Yeah,
It
pretty boring name.
is dumb, really dumb.
Kevin, is there something you need to tell us?
If I
Lil,
just,
get out!
Lillian, are you there?
just a little
Is your
bit.
head still attached? Question number 7 comes in the category of animated geek. In 2007's TMNT, who voices Leonardo? Leonardo, of course, most everyone's favorite turtle, because most everyone are a bunch of basic ass bitches.
I was gonna say, man,
Raphael's the only turtle to like, bro.
yeah,
That's true.
Raph or Michelangelo. Wow, there's so many good ones.
I'm personally a fan of Donatello.
Actually, but
I know all my friends are like, Leonardo's the best. He
3,
has a sword.
2, 1, hands down.
Starting off with Jay.
I had such a great start. I said Chris Pine. I don't think that's right.
And Noah.
I wish I had a great ending. Nothing.
We were looking for James Arnold Taylor.
Oh.
Obi-Wan.
Oh, now that hurts my heart.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now that hurts my heart.
The third best Obi-Wan Kenobi, I might add.
This may be true. All right. So we will move on to category number 8, which will be Middle Earth. Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, how long does the innkeeper in Bree say it's been since he's seen Gandalf?
Gandalf?
Gandalf.
It's my favorite way to answer his name.
My stickers are coming off the back of my board. I'm not happy about it.
5,
Get some tape.
4,
That's how I kept little Sean
I
up.
have to.
2, 1. Pins down. We'll go to Noah
I feel like I haven't seen any of these movies 10 years.
and Jay.
It's been about 6 months since I've watched them.
About 6 months is indeed correct.
All right, moving on to question number 9. Comes in the category of movie release dates.
Fuck me.
What year saw the release of Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, Back to the Future Part 2, and The Return of Swamp Thing?
Okay. I only needed one of those.
Good for you.
I know, right?
I tried to be nice in round 1. I really did.
So while we're waiting, Jay, can you answer this question for me?
Some people would.
What does God need with a starship?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. Okay, Noah with his repeat.
Noah,
First repeat.
using a repeat. What year saw the release of the films Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, Back to the Future Part 2, and Return of Swamp Thing?
There you go. Neon Genesis, Ava and Galleon.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Going with Jay
1989.
and Noah.
1989.
Would you have
Both
it first?
getting that correct.
1986.
Ooh, okay.
Good use of a repeat there by Mr. Noah. As we move on to our 10th and final category in round number 1, which will be, as always, plot summary. I'll give you the plot summary of a TMGeek qualifiable film, and you give me the film. A criminal humanoid being that lives under the big city teams up with a wicked, shock-headed businessman on the surface to attempt to take down the city's superhero savior once and for all. Meanwhile, a female employee of said businessman goes on a vendetta of her own after being shoved from the window of a tall building. Definitely don't want to shove any women from tall buildings, man.
No, you just want to cut off their head
Not a good look. I was about to say,
and keep it as a trophy.
That's my look. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, and we will start with Noah
Batman Returns.
and Jay.
I thought I got it wrong there for a second. Batman Returns.
Batman Returns is absolutely correct. Great job, and a great first round by Burnz. Tough first round for Noah, 3 points, but hey, we still have round 2 and round 3 to go. So let's go to our wheel round, which is round number 2. Papa West, you want to tell them how the wheel round works?
Yes, the way the wheel round works, we're going to spin a wheel. Whatever it lands on will correspond to a category. If you do not like the first spin, you are awarded 1 free respin. Each category, we have 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece. If you do not know the answer, you can opt to multiple choice, which will devalue it from 2 points to 1 point. And then the favorite part of most everybody, opponents do have the opportunity to steal. So if you get it wrong, your opponents keep on the lookout because they have the chance to steal.
All right, guys. So here we go. We'll bring in Alex because Jay has a lead here. And I will let them confer before we spin.
First of all, well done. You got a pretty good lead here. Can we hear the categories, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and read off the categories for tonight without reading off their strengths. The categories for tonight are Adventure, Fantasy, MCU, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, The Chris's, movie release dates, and Harry Potter, which is Harry Potter No Fantastic Beasts films, and Spinner's and Opponent's Choice.
So the wheel is pretty good for us.
Yeah.
I, in this situation, would probably elect to spin second, just to see what kind of point differential you have to get through. But it's up to you.
No, that works with me. Like I said, there's really not a lot on this wheel. We talked about it. There's not a lot on this wheel that really bothers me.
Great.
So,
defer, please.
Yep.
All right, deferring to Noah. So, Noah, you will spin first. And are you ready, sir?
I'm ready to go.
All right, your first spin is in. And it lands on Marvel. Marvel non-MCU. I'll give you a second to think about that.
No need. Go ahead and spin again, please.
Okay.
Before you hit that spin, Kev, can you mute the wheel?
Yeah. I will mute the wheel. Absolutely.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. All right. So Nico Jr. asked to mute the wheel, and we will do so. So here is Noah's second spin, his mulligan, if you will. And here we go.
But if you turn the sound off, how will I know it's spinning?
Because you can see that awesome macaroni and cheese on the side there. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. It is landing on Adventure Fantasy. Adventure Fantasy. Mr. Noah.
Good game, Jay.
Right.
Hey, we don't know how this is going to turn out.
So,
multiple choice it out if you need to. I'll take 1 point from you.
To the back. I think he already has. And so I will read your questions, Noah, from Adventure Fantasy. And again, as Jay just reminded you, don't forget you do have multiple choice. And Jay and Noah both keep your hands on screen. And don't forget, you do have your repeats. Noah, you have 2 repeats and your challenge. Jay, you have all 3 repeats and your challenge. And here we go. Noah, your first question in Adventure Fantasy. Who played the evil Queen Bavmorda in Willow?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice it shall be. Your multiple choice options. Is it A, Joanne Whaley, B, Patricia Hayes, C, Jean Marsh, or D, Ruth Greenfield?
Can you see the options one more time?
I can give you one free repeat of the options. Is it A, Joanne Whaley, B, Patricia Hayes, C, Jean Marsh, or D, Ruth Greenfield?
Take a wild guess and say A.
Joanne Whaley is incorrect. So I'm going to go to Jay. I'll repeat your question and your options. Who plays the evil Queen Bavmorda in Willow? Is it A, Joanne Whaley, B, Patricia Hayes, C, Jean Marsh, or D, Ruth Greenfield?
I wish I had seen this more than once. I'm going to go with C.
C, Jean Marsh is the correct answer for 1 point. Say what? All right. Your second question in Adventure Fantasy. In which movie will you find a character named Honeythorn Gump and a goblin named Blix?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Legend, B, Labyrinth, C, Willow, or D, Masters of the Universe?
It's going to be Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is incorrect. I'm going to go to Jay. I'll repeat your question and your options. In which movie will you find a characters named Honeythorn Gump and a goblin named Blix? Is it A, Legend, B, Labyrinth, C, Willow, or D, Masters of the Universe?
No idea. I'm going to go with Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe is also incorrect. We were looking for Legend. Legend.
Yo, at least you didn't hit us with 2 Willows back to back.
I was gonna say, I was hoping that would be obvious, but the Tom Cruise Legend. All right. So moving to question number 3 for Noah. In Back to the Future Part 3, Buford Tannen murders Doc Brown over a debt of how much money?
I need to get some points here. Oh, shit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
$80.
$80 is the correct answer for 2 points.
Good pull, buddy.
Great pull by Noah.
I was between that one and 50. Like,
Yo, same. I was like, if he says 50, I'm going 80.
Excellent point. Noah with a 2-point answer. That's what he needed right there. So your penultimate question in Adventure Fantasy. In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, what is the name of Indy's friend that helps him recover the Cross of Coronado during the opening flashback?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice.
Oh, actually,
You already asked for multiple choice,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right. Is it A, Milton, B, Herman, C, Eugene, or D, Bernard?
D, Bernard.
D, Bernard is the incorrect answer. I'm going to go to J for a 1-point steal opportunity. In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, what is the name of Indiana Jones's friend that helps him recover the Cross of Coronado during the opening flashback? Is it A, Milton, B, Herman, C, Eugene, or D, Bernard?
I want to challenge this question.
I was going to say the same thing.
Because this doesn't happen in Temple of Doom.
It's Last Crusade.
Yeah. So this is technically an unfair. I'll challenge it right now. I'll just say Milton. But this is an unfair question because that doesn't happen in that movie. It happens in another movie.
All right, that's fair. So challenge on the table. We'll throw up the challenge. We'll take everybody out, and we will go to challenge real fast. We'll be right back. All right. After the challenge will be upheld from whichever. The challenge was actually by Jay, so the challenge will be upheld though, which was an unfair question, and it was an unfair question because it did happen in the Last Crusade, and not the Temple of Doom as asked.
No, if I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you because it's fair, not because I got lucky.
There you go. So we will drop Alex to the back. We'll go back to Noah, and we will ask the backup question for 2 points. All right. So Noah, back to your penultimate question, sir. What kind of animal does He-Man and his companions first encounter when they first arrive on Earth in Masters of the Universe?
Oh my God. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, a cow, B, a horse, C, a deer, or D, a pig?
Cow.
Cow is correct for 1 point.
I was like, if you don't say cow and you say deer, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
I reluctantly haven't seen that one yet, so
It's the most off the wall thing, bro. There's cow.
They see a cow. It's very off
Yeah.
the wall.
Cow,
Well,
right?
like
Yeah.
it just stares at them.
In
It
the
stares
middle.
into their soul, bro. This cow is just creepy.
All right, Noah, your last question in adventure fantasy. In Back to the Future, how much does Marty donate to the Save the Clock Tower Fund when asked near the beginning of the film?
this is not looking good for me.
5.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, a quarter, B, a nickel, C, a dollar, or D, a dime?
Quarter.
A quarter is correct for 1 point. Noah doing a great job finishing out this category, getting 4 points off a really tough adventure fantasy category, and Jay only getting 1 point off a steal. So Noah making it a nice tight game. Jay 9, Noah 7. Jay
Absolutely
going
not.
into his spin.
It's toy like a cow.
Toy like a cow. Let me get this. I guess I don't have my.
I was like, are you gonna bring him in?
No.
Just gonna leave
Toy
Alex
like a cow.
toy like a cow, not like a
I
toy.
hadn't heard that.
You've never been around a cow.
I don't know how to add my.
I live in Tennessee. I've been.
What are you,
I've been to
yeah,
what are
Tennessee.
you doing to
Lots of
cows, Jacob?
There we go. All right.
They're just fun to hang out with.
All right.
I try to tip them every now and again, but I haven't tipped them over yet.
That's how people die.
You should tip.
It's exactly. It's like tipping
That's
over
how
a vending
20
machine.
Americans die every
You
single
should
day.
always tip. You should always tip your cows 15 to 20%. Anyway, so I will. If
Server, I take that fucking personally.
if you guys
You
want
should.
if you guys want to chat before you spin, I will allow that. And let me know when you're ready to spin.
Good work picking up the steal, Jay. 3 repeats left on the board. You know that I optimally want to get somewhere between that 5-6 point range of a lead.
Yeah.
But you know what's on the table if you sweep it.
Yeah.
So depending on the category, we might have to shoot for some points here.
That's fair.
Adventures Fantasy is off the board.
That's one of the ones that I
So
wanted
that
off the board.
leaves-
So
I was going to
leaves
give you that.
3 or 4 up there that
Yeah.
we wanted. So, pretty decent odds. Kevin, if you please.
All right, here we go.
Why
Nice.
was it stopped on opponent's choice though?
Nice.
yo,
I really hope so. God, I hope so.
Oh, and as if you willed it, it does stop on opponent's choice. So, Noah, you have a choice to make, and I will give you the choice that is still left on the wheel: MCU, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, the Chris's, movie release dates, and Harry Potter, No Fantastic Beasts.
I had watched all of his matches previously to determine what his weakness would be. And just like typical me, I have forgotten what it would be.
I tried to watch yours. There weren't any.
Should have been 2.
That was a good burn by the arsonist. Anyway, I'll go ahead and give him Harry Potter, which by his reaction is not a good idea.
Bold strategy by Noah, giving Jay Harry Potter.
See how it pays off.
Yes.
All right.
Kevin, I will go ahead and read Jay his
Good match, Jay.
questions.
I'm going to go ahead and just go to sleep.
All right, we'll drop Alex to the back.
I shouldn't have done that.
And Jacob, if you
I
will
can't change
take
it now,
the
can I?
Harry Potter questions.
All right, Jay, your first question in the category of Harry Potter. What is the first class we see Harry take on screen in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
Might be wrong here, and that's fine, but I'm going to go with divination.
I don't know what that is. All I know is you are correct for 2 points. Question number 2 in the category of Harry Potter. Which character admits to Harry that they sleepwalk in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
Luna Lovegood.
I know who that is. That is correct for 2 more points. Question number 3. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who is the first Weasley to go through the barrier of platform 9 3/4?
Percy.
Percy is correct for another 2 points. Question number 4. Which member of the Order of the Phoenix was assigned to protect the British Prime Minister the night Harry was being moved in Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Kingsley Shacklebolt is correct for 2 points. As we move on to the final question in round number 2.
Before you do that, Papa West, we have a 17-7 match with 1 question left. If Jay hits this with 1 or 2 points, there will be a knockout. So just laying that out there. So here we go with the last question. All right.
All right, Jay, your final question in round number 2. In Order of the Phoenix, Hermione says that Ron has the emotional range of what?
I don't know if you'd accept my wording on it. I'm going to go multiple choice.
3.
Damn it.
Your multiple choice options are A, a tea leaf, B, a tea kettle, C, a teaspoon, or D, a soup spoon.
A teaspoon.
And
that is correct.
Winner by knockout. Moving on to the second round of the tournament. Jay, the arsonist, Burnz. The answer is teaspoon.
I didn't know if you would just accept spoon. That's why I was like, fuck.
Correct answer. And so we will drop Noah to the back for just 1 moment as we talk to Jay. We'll bring Alex to the front. All right. So a commanding presence debuting in your TMGeek debut here. What do you have to say?
Good game.
Alex, what do you have to say?
It really was a good game. I'd say it's a great game played by the one Joseph Burnz. I know he hates it. It's the only reason I do it. Sometimes you get hit with the hardest category in the wheel. Adventure fantasy hasn't been dug into a whole lot. People don't know what to expect from it. And I was able to get some points. That's impressive. I'll say that. Only 1 steal in a whole round of very tough adventure fantasy questions. It's true facts.
Yeah.
Can't deny it. Still a big fan of Noah. Still a promising career in trivia. This is this is a lot to ask someone of someone in their third match to beat Jay Burnz. I don't know. I might. I have to check the points again. I might still be behind points behind Jay in this match. I don't think that I would have matched points with Jay so far. With the questions we heard, Jay's a tough player, and he has a lot of knowledge in a lot of interesting places, which we got to see a bit of here tonight. Noah is not there yet. Now, he could be there. He's a young player. He's still developing. And those kind of players get better and better and better all the time. If he puts in the work, we'll be seeing him here again. I'd love to play Noah again. It sounds great. I was disappointed that I wouldn't be able to play him again in the first round of the tournament because I wanted one-on-one match. Maybe some other time. But Jay, he's got business in the next round. My other players, business in the next round. And we all have business at the end of this tournament when Joe takes on the winner. And it could be Jay. A knockout? Not that many people have them here. Not that many.
Only 3 so far. This is the 4th one ever in TMGeek history. So congratulations to you.
How many of those happened in the debut match? In the first match? How many of those happened?
I think Tyler. No, I think only Tyler.
Yeah. So if we're matching points or matching stats with one of the best rookies we've seen come out in recent years, I feel really good about that. I feel really, really good about that. What I've got is the most grizzled of veterans. And I'm very happy to have managed him here today. Anytime, really. Jay Burnz calls me, and I pick up. And now you see why.
For sure. 18 points in a knockout performance. Papa West, what do you guys say about that, man?
I just want to say, Alex, I like that it put a little bend in your face to get a kind of little smile. I thought a good manager after that performance would have a much more profound smile on their face, but I don't know how happy you are in life. So
he's a hard man to please.
Jay, you made me smile. That's all that matters in my book.
All right. Not a technical knockout, a knockout by the Fire Guy and managed by Brightburn. We will drop them both to the back for just a moment as we bring forth our unfortunate loser this evening. He is dropped out of the tournament, but congratulations on making the tournament. Congratulations on a great season. How are you feeling, Noah?
Not good. I'll be honest. It's never good to lose, especially a knockout. Because you said there's been this is the 4th one, so that's especially never a good feeling. I played a shit game. There was definitely some questions in that first round I should have had. I probably should have stayed with Marvel because I felt a little more comfortable with Marvel than I did with Fantasy Fantasy. And I made a colossal error by choosing Harry Potter. I thought by maybe choosing that, maybe I could catch up on some points if he missed. But little did I know that he's just as a Harry Potter nerd as I am. It's disheartening, and it's definitely humiliating to come away from a defeat like that, because I was coming in saying I've prepared for this. I haven't seen everything yet, but I'm getting there, and I've been studying pretty hard. But I just gotta add this to the fuel. Gotta use this for fuel for the fire, so I don't get burned next time. But I just gotta take this as experience, and I'll come in next year swinging, and hopefully a whole lot better of a player. And I'd love to play against Alex, and I'd love to play against Jay again. But it was a good match played by him, and I'm glad it was over for him quickly. So good luck to you, Jay, in the next round.
Absolutely, man. And don't be disheartened or anything like that. Just use it, like you said, use it as fuel. and make yourself better. You will continue to grow in this game. You'll grow off losses like that more than you think you will. Papa West, anything for Noah?
Yeah, definitely. I will say that was a big mistake giving him Harry Potter. He knows just about everything about Harry Potter, Star Wars, DC, and Middle Earth. Unfortunately, you forgot what you were going to give him originally.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, he just made the worst decision
I'd
he's
love to
ever
play
made.
him in like just a Harry Potter match. That'd be so much fun.
I will let you know though, that was the worst mistake you will ever make. So you're only gonna go up from there, and that's just in all of life in general. So congrats on that.
And if I'm gonna make a huge mistake in round one, I'd rather it be in round one than me in later years getting into hopefully later rounds of the tournament and making huge mistakes. So
First and foremost, who do you think you are giving out my fucking trade secrets about what I'm good and what I'm not good in? You need to knock that shit off. You can take me out. That's all I wanted to say. Noah, great game, buddy.
Thank you.
That's Jay Burnz, everybody. But anyway,
He hates me. It's
uh,
amazing.
it was a rough game for you, but that's the ones that you learn the most from. It's the ones that you remember the most from, and the ones that you gain the most from. So, that I hope that you do, pick up the most from this, and I hope that you bring the most next year. I look forward to seeing you next year, man.
I'll be bringing the heat.
All right, brother.
Still in his lines.
All right, brother. See you. All right, Papa West, Jay Burnz, bringing the fourth knockout ever in TMGeek history, and putting everybody on notice. I would say for everybody to for this tournament. I would say he's now the contender. I actually have something I want to share. I should have had this pulled up. Sorry.
I mean, 18 points just in a match alone is a win a lot, and he didn't even go into round 3. So
I know it's so scary. I know.
Yeah.
Everybody probably can't see this, but maybe they can. I have to pull my my. There we go. All right. So here's Jay right here, and he moves to right here, round 2, against the winner of Kaiser Huang versus Sean, the porcelain plate Hunter. So the guy we were talking about earlier that Noah has a TKO over. Excuse me, can't talk. So Kaiser versus Sean, that will be an interesting match. 2 rookies taking on each other, and Jay will just take on another rookie in the next match, no matter what. But it will be an interesting match no matter what. So everybody check that out. Let me drop that. So Papa West, what do you have in closing for this match?
In closing, definitely knowing Jay beforehand, you knew if there was someone who could get the first knockout of the tournament, it would be him. You hate to see it happen, especially for Noah. But it's just the way the game plays out. I know he had a couple questions that he barely missed the wording on, or missed the spelling on with that Star Wars question. But all in all, both players had a great game. One just had a much, much better game than the other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jay really showed how you do, how you bring it to geek trivia. You dominate in round 1, you dominate in round 2, and then even if they spin a bonus choice, they don't know what to give you, and so they give you something that you just plow into, and you don't even have to go to round 3. So that's the way to do it right there. So if he can keep going through this tournament like that, then he's going to make his way to the finals no matter what. But So in terms of what we have going on this month in TMGeek, we have the bracket winner. As everybody knows, the bracket's been closed off, but the bracket winner will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. So good luck to the winner of that. Hope you win. I put a bracket in there. If I win, I won't. Whoever wins second, they'll get the gift card. I'm not going to take the gift card. Anyway, so the picture in picture, we're going to do a horror match this month. Horror. I can't say that correctly according to some of my faction mates. Horror, scary movies. So just keep an eye on the Facebook page, and we'll do some of those movies like that this month.
Empire Strikes Back?
No,
That's not a horror film.
Halloween. That one. I just can't point. Halloween. But yes, it is that time of the season. So we'll do some horror movies, and we'll scare some folks. But Jay and Noah, they may do an Iron Man Wizarding World match. That might be fun. You never know what might happen during tournament season. But anyway, check us out on TMG Trivia Facebook page and give us a like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. Thank you to Papa West. Thank you to Jay Burnz. Thank you to Noah. We'll see you next season, buddy. And thank you to Alex and my lovely fiance Lillian, as always, for producing in the background. We will see you next time. I love you all. Keep geeking out.